I remember thinking to myself, like, if I don't make the NBA, like, I'm going to die. Like, it was that, it was that serious. And anyone that knew me, they knew how hard I worked. Like, my work ethic was legendary. Like, I would be outside 1 a.m. making moves in the summer, and people, the neighbors would call my grandparents, like, man, you need to tell the boy to go in the house. All I hear is boop, boop, boop. I'm trying to sleep. Like, I would be in the gym 9 a.m. to 9 p.m. So I 100% wanted to and was completely obsessed with that. But let me tell you, as I went on in life, I started to look at things in a different viewpoint. See, a lot of times we get our identity from our accomplishments. We get our identity from the things and the goals that we're chasing, right? And I realized after a while that my identity was so much in basketball that when things didn't go my way, I didn't know who I was. And I had to get back and figure out who I was outside of basketball. And that led me back into searching for a relationship with the person who created me. And when you are able to identify yourself as God identifies you, spiritually, not into the physical, but who he made you to be, you understand that, for me, I completely understand why I didn't make the NBA. I've been able to be much more impactful in the lives of people not making the NBA than I would have had I made the NBA. And I know plenty of NBA players. And what people don't understand is what you see on NBC or ESPN, that's all glitz and glamour. Trust me, it's not like that in real life. I've been close enough to see that it's a beautiful thing. You can make a lot of money. You can have your dreams and all that. But there's a price that comes with that. Bible says you can gain the world and lose your soul. You understand? So the reason why I say my life is a success is because I was able to do what I love to do. I'm 42 years old, and I pretty much spend the majority of my time in the gym playing basketball. There's something that I was doing when I was 12 and 13 in the backyard. This is something that took me all over the world. This is something that brought me out my neighborhood where my best friend was killed at 17 from one of my best basketball teammate as a friend was killed at 21. You see what I'm saying? This is a neighborhood where my grandfather got shot in front of my porch and in my front porch. I was able to make it out. You see what I mean? So, I think considering how I came up, how I ain't have no mom or dad, you got to scale everything. You know what I'm saying? Maybe somebody else that had more support and had their parents and didn't grow up in an environment, maybe that if they was me with the talent and work ethic I had, maybe they would have made it. But I'm real with myself and I'm able to scale it. And I say, man, considering I started off down 100, the fact that I've been able to make it to where I've made it, really, to me, it's like I made the NBA.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? When you break it all down, it's like, shoot, like I'm supposed to be dead or in jail. I'm not supposed to be doing camps in Greece and Dominican Republic and France and I'm not supposed to be helping these young men change their lives, not just their basketball lives, and women too, but them as people. Basketball's brought me here. I was in Houston 6 months ago chilling and never was even thinking about being in Madison, Wisconsin. I swear to God, but that's how God has put me, and he's sent me so many. That's why my Instagram is called Basketball Prophet. Because one of my boys said, you are a traveling basketball prophet. Basketball is the platform, but he sends you to this city and that city to go in and try to bless people and also open people's eyes. And, it's crazy because, me and he had commented and sent me a message. So I came up here to be the general manager at Shoot 360 Madison. I took over that position 6 months ago. And had a lot of success. He had brought his son to one of our events. We had Craig Hodges, former Chicago Bulls, and really made a huge impact in the community. But whenever when you're doing too much good, that there's going to be folks that's going to be upset with that. And unfortunately, the person that was mad at the impact I was doing was the person who was writing my checks. And, and this is someone who was much more concerned about money than people. Was much more concerned about turning a profit than trying to bless others. And I truly believe you can get to a bag, but when you do things the right way.
Yeah.
When you got talent and value and you treat people the right way and you're about building others up and not tearing them down or using them, all the money's going to come. It's a spirit. See, money's a spiritual thing.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? It can, when you do things the right way, you don't got to sell your soul. You don't got to do wrong. It's going to come when you're good. And it became a situation where I believe that the individual felt that I was a threat to the pursuit of money by putting love in people first. What ended up with me last week losing my job, and really taking me away from a community of players and families that was really being blessed. But even with that being said, I understand now that when you're fighting for good, it's a fight. They say you're fighting a good fight